Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'll be discussing the 1998 anime Trigun and how it fits into the Western genre. We'll look at what Trigun is about, how it compares to classic Westerns, specifically the good, the bad, and the ugly, and how it treats violence very differently. Let's get into it. What is Trigun? Trigun is a sci fi anime that feels a lot like an old Western. It follows a character, Vash the Stampede, who has a large bounty on his head, 60 billion double dollars to be exact. Destruction seems to follow him everywhere he goes. What is interesting about Vash's character is he is a pacifist. He absolutely detests violence, even though he seems to be the best gunslinger around. The show itself mixes comedy, action, and heavy emotional moments as Vash constantly wrestles with his commitment to never killing. In addition, Trigun explores themes such as redemption, morality, pacifism, and survival. Trigun fits into the Western genre nicely. Even though it's an anime and set on another planet, the environment looks almost exactly like the American frontier. Endless deserts, old towns, gunfights in the streets, the works. There are bounty hunters instead of cowboys, lawless towns instead of forts. In addition, the central themes, justice, survival, and doing what's right in a broken world, are all classic Western themes found in Trigun. The main character, Vash himself, is a wandering gunslinger who's just trying to bring some sort of peace to a violent place. Another classic Western trope. Okay, let's take Trigun and compare it to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Another classic Western. So, there's a strong connection between Trigun and the good, the bad, and the ugly, especially when it comes to characters. Vash, the main character, is a lot like Blondie, aka the good, in that he's incredibly skilled with a gun, but he has a strict moral code. Nicholas D. Wolfwood mirrors Tuco, aka the ugly, as in both are morally complex characters who are sometimes selfish but ultimately sympathetic. Because deep down, Nicholas D. Wolfwood struggles with guilt and moral choices the same way Tuco does in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Knives Millions, Vash's brother and the villain in Trigun, is cold, ruthless, and manipulative, just like Angel Eyes, aka the bad, in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. One specific event that shows the character parallel, and we're going to use Vash and Blondie, is in Trigun, Vash faces enemies who deserve to die, but he still refuses to kill them. Similar to how Blondie chooses who and when, I'm sorry, similar to how Blondie chooses when and who to kill based on his own moral sense. And with Vash, it's kind of hard to pick a specific scene because his refusal to kill people is consistent throughout the entire series. Okay, so now we're going to talk about violence in Trigun versus violence in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. One major difference between the two stories is how they handle violence, how violence is portrayed, the message that the director is trying to convey to the viewer through the use of violence. So, in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, violence is almost casual. Characters shoot each other without a second thought, usually over money or survival. In Trigun, violence is never casual. Vash does everything, and I mean everything he can, to avoid killing. Every death, even accidental ones, is treated like a major tragedy. For example, the final showdown in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is an exciting gunfight where only the fastest survives. And so we all know the classic cemetery scene, the Mexican standoff between Blondie, Tuco, and Angel Eyes. And in Trigun, during Vash's final battle with his brother Knives, he fights with incredible sadness, trying to disable his brother without killing him. So, while both stories are full of action, Trigun asks the audience to think about what it really means to take a life. So, to sum it up, Trigun is very much a Western. It has the setting, the story structure, and the types of characters we associate with the genre. It even mirrors The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in a lot of ways. But where they differ is in their treatment of violence. Trigun takes a much more thoughtful, almost painful approach to the consequences of conflict. Whereas The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, as I've stated before, treats violence like a Tuesday or something that's just very casual and everyday. By blending fun Western action with deep moral questions, Trigun ultimately offers something really unique, both an exciting story and a meaningful one. Thank you for your time, and have a good day.